Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to How To Factions episode 3 guys. So I hope you guys enjoy, and in today's episode I'm going to be showing you guys how to blast mine, because basically last episode a lot of you guys asked if I could do a tutorial on how to blast mine. So here it is guys. Hope you guys enjoy and hope you find it useful. And before we get started and straight into it, I wanted to thank you guys so freaking much for 120 likes on my previous video, which is freaking insane. I asked for 60 and I got 120, which is absolutely just mind-blowing. So I want to thank you guys so freaking much for that. And if we could go for 80 likes this episode of How To Factions, that would be muchly appreciated and mean a lot to me. So that would, yeah, be amazing. So before we get started and straight into that, I also wanted to apologize if I'm a little quiet right now. It's kind of tired right now, so I apologize about that. I should be posting another episode of Factions the day after this episode, depending how recording and just depending how things go. So I can't promise anything, but stay tuned for the possibility of that coming up. So let's get started and straight into this tutorial. First of all, you're gonna mark out and mine like a little trench around the area you're wanting to blast mine, like I have here. And then once you've done that, you're gonna want to pillar up like roughly 6 to 7 blocks. You're gonna want to do it one block in. I actually did this wrong here on the outline. I pre-made this just because I've tried to record this once already, but I accidentally did it wrong. Then I noticed I needed, it took a while to actually do these little outline things here, and it was kind of a waste of time. So I decided I'd do that kind of on a pre-outline. So what you want to do is you want to pillar up around 7 to 8 blocks, depending on the block you're using. If you're using netherrack to make this blast mine thing, I would do like 8 or 9 at the bare minimum. That thing has literally no blast resistance whatsoever, so I highly recommend doing that. But what you want to do is you're going to pillar up like 7 blocks, and then you're going to make a line going across like so, and then every 4 blocks you're going to have a little pillar going out like you can see here. And you place dispensers every 4 blocks as well. But before you do that, what you're going to want to do is you want to get some water or some ice, and you're going to go ahead and water that trench that you made, because pretty much what that is there for is just to water pot the sides so it doesn't do damage to like unnecessary area that doesn't need to be blast mined out. Pretty much is kind of for just just making it look pretty, really. Nothing really more than that. It's not really needed, but it is handy and very useful to have. So we're going to keep doing this until we have water all the way around, and once we've done that, we can start blast mining. Oops, I did not mean to place that. A little bit of lag there. Okay, so we're going to keep placing this like so, and we should have it done in just a second. There we go. So once you've done that, you want to go ahead and you want to place a dispenser every 4 blocks like so. So it kind of takes a little bit of counting at the start. You're going to make sure, but once you got the first line of dispensers, it's not too hard from then. It shouldn't take too long. So there we go, like so. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go keep placing these dispensers. Then after that, you're gonna want to do the redstone. So the redstone and repeaters. And oops, I actually did this wrong. It doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, it is supposed to be every 4 blocks. But you can't have the dispenser like that right next to this, otherwise the TNT will get caught on the side here and blow it up. So just a heads up before you do that. So you want to go ahead and you want to keep placing the dispensers, and like so. And once you've done that, you're going to place the redstone. So get redstone ready. You're going to need a lot of that, especially if you're blast mining a large amount. Just a heads up also guys, if you're going to be doing a large amount of blast mining, like let's say like more than like 5 to 10 chunks, that's what we usually do. That's the least we usually do when I blast mine anyway. You're gonna need alts to load that in, if you guys didn't already know. So that is just a heads up. So when you've done that, you just want to place a button here, and then you want to do the redstone. I place a repeater every single kind of column. I don't know why, it's just how I do it. You don't really need to do that, as long as the redstone signal is extended and will activate all of the redstone. It does not matter where you place the repeaters, but I just like to do it this way. So oh, I don't need one there. I'm gonna put one around here. That should be, oh no, I think we may need one earlier on. Put one there. That should be safe to do the whole thing. Okay, so we're gonna keep placing like so. And once we've done that, we're going to fill this bad boy up with TNT, and I'm going to show you guys how it works. So We're just gonna keep on placing redstone. Did not mean to open that dispenser. Come on, keep on placing. There we go. This is kind of the long and tedious part, just placing the redstone, man. It's not exactly fun. It does take a long time, as I said, if you're doing a large amount of blast mining. So we're gonna keep on placing it like so. Come on, almost done. And then once you've done that, you're gonna pretty much just fill it with TNT. It's not really that hard. It doesn't take that long to set up a blast mine, honestly. It's really setting up the redstoning and the what do you call it, like the trays that take the longest. Nothing really else that takes that long. TNT, if you're doing a lot, TNT does take a little while, but it never really takes that long. It's mainly the trays, in my opinion, that take the longest and the most boring. So we're just about to finish up the redstone here, and then we can go right ahead and fill it, and we can start pretty much the blast mining, I guess. So I have set like a bunch of ores and stuff just to show you guys that it works in ores, and it just works well in general. However, what you can also do is, some people say, why don't you set it to like a pulse timer? And I always don't like doing that, just because you kind of got to stop and start it and look for water pools and stuff like that, and fix up the sides, because sometimes they cave in, and there's always little bits that you got to fix up, and you got to sponge lava pools, and yeah, like there's always that few things that you got to fix up. And if you're like got it on a pulse timer, you're gonna waste TNT having to turn it off. So I like to just have a button and do it by hand. So once you've filled it with a stack in each, you don't need any more than that. A stack is a little more than enough for about Y60 to bedrock. I just gonna fire it. So just gonna fire it like so, and just wait for it to go off, and then fire it again and again. It's really simple. It's really easy, honestly. It's not exactly hard. All I say is don't really spam it. Oh, I'd need more repeaters. I missed a repeater. Wait a second. Yeah, I need another repeater here. But anyways, as you can tell, like, you just need a decent amount of repeaters and redstone, and make sure this signal continues, and you should be right. It's a pretty simple tutorial. Hope you guys understand it. If you need anything like answered, be sure to put it down in the comments down below. And if you guys have a suggestion for episode 4 of How to Factions, let me know down in the comments below. And actually, the redstone pulse was fine, I think. Oh, it just didn't fill this dispenser when I did it. See, like, if I fill it now, it should be working. So hope you guys enjoyed. Nonetheless, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. It just clear lagged. And if we could go for 80 likes this episode, that would be appreciated. And peace and goodbye.